Hi, Fernanda. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Jackie. So nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you. How's your day going with the press going on right now?
Oh, it's going great. I just love talking about this show. Santiago of the Seas is such a special show to me, so it's been a joy. I'm stoked to be here.
Yeah, first, congratulations. I really love the shows, the episodes that I watched. I love because represents our culture. And secondly, because the teamwork between the characters. And I'm sorry, I'm curious to know, you are an actress from TV shows and movies. Like now you are giving your voice to this beautiful character. What caught your attention to be in Santiago of the Seas?
Oh man, I didn't hesitate at all. When I was given the opportunity, I was just so excited because I had seen my friend Nikki Lopez is the creator and showrunner of the show. And I remember when she first talked to me about this, I was just so excited. And then when the pilot came out, I watched it and I was just, it was this, it's really hard to explain the feeling. I'm sure you had it too, where I I felt so happy and so much love because I was really watching it just to support, but I didn't realize how much of that I had missed. It was like the little kid in me was celebrating that this exists because that to see my culture and Latin culture on in an animated series speaking Spanish, interacting with characters that are speaking English and Spanish in a seamless way. Just I don't know, it gave me a little piece of something in my heart that I didn't know was missing. Um, and I just felt an incredible amount of gratitude for its existence, period. So when the chance came to be a part of it, I was just over the moon. And and the character that I got to play is even cooler. So it really has been so much joy for me and gratitude from the beginning to now when I finally got to watch it. It's
Yeah,
so awesome.
yeah, it is beautiful. And now the kids that are watching the show, like, first, if they don't speak Spanish, if they're not Latinos, they're learning a new language and a new culture, and that helps a lot. I remember when I was like, I'm still learning English, but I was watching a lot of movies in English and no subtitles, and I will always remember those little words and Google it. Well, not Google it back then, but looking at the encyclopedia or dictionary. Yeah. um, I'm also curious. I'm sorry. How was your process to do the voiceover? Your the voiceover.
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to speak to what you said because I was the same way when I had to learn English, like the the I always tell people I learned English from the Pocahontas soundtrack because it's true. You watch something that you love, a story that you love, and then to have those kinds of to learn the language through stories and images and characters that you love, you just learn it from a much different place than when it's something that's imposed upon you. It kind of blossoms in a much more enjoyable way for a kid or an adult or whoever's learning, but especially for Santiago of the Seas where you can see the culture so seamlessly adapt and you can pick up a word here or there, and then all of a sudden when you hear it in life, it's not so different, it's not so mysterious, and it's not so weird, and it's just normal like it really is for us in life. But yeah, approaching the character of Queen Solara, I think every character I try to find the heart, and with her, to me, it was very, very evident. It was finding the power of a queen, but the heart of
Mhm.
of service that I think a true leader really has. And the love she has for her Nimbus and for her castle in the sky and for Celestia as a whole is so evident to me. And her I always remember this. I read this. It's so hard to find really great leaders, but a great leader you can always tell because they have the power that empowers, right? Where you go,
Mm.
oh, I see your power and I feel empowered by it. It empowers those around them. And I think you really see that as a goal and as a focus and as what's in her cells, or at least I really try to have that, come through in her. And I admire that so much. I think I wish we had more leaders like her.
I know,
And
right?
more friends like the Sky Pirates.
I know. I there was a I'm not gonna say, but there's a scene where the pirates are like thinking, what if I were in my friend's shoes, what would I would do? And I love that because at the end you're
Oh, I
never
love that.
alone. You're never alone.
Yes. Yes, you're never alone. And also how each person's individuality is an asset to everyone. You know what I mean? Somebody each character really, really dove deep into their own individuality. And in moments of despair and challenging moments where the other characters didn't know what to do, felt like there was no way out, they could lean on what they learned from somebody else. And my God, can't we learn from that? And not only to use that, but to have gratitude for it and to come out of it even stronger, right? To honor each person's individual difference and know that that makes us stronger. I think
Yeah.
those are invaluable seeds to be planting.
Did you have any challenges or funny memories while you were recording?
Um, yeah, Julian Rebolledo is the voice director, and he is incredible. He made me feel so welcome, and he made it all seem so easy when I know his job is not easy. And I'm not a singer, so he really had to guide me through it, and he made me feel like we could really do it, and we did. And I'm really proud of the final product. I think it was a lot of first of all, it was a relief. I loved being in the studio with the headphones on, and you can just get into that character. For my job, usually on TV and film, you have to be aware of so many other things, of your environment, of where you're positioned in the camera, what you look like, blah blah blah. Hopefully you forget all of that by the time you're doing it, but you do have to have an awareness of it. And it was so freeing to be in the studio and to really just be able to focus on the heart and connecting to these other characters. And that's it. So there was a simplicity that made it so much more enjoyable in a completely different way for me.
Yeah, and that's beautiful that you share because that's true. There's a lot of things behind a scene or a movie that we're not aware. Like, yes, in front of a camera, and then you have to be aware of all of those things that you mentioned. But here, I think you had the opportunity to disconnect and be yourself. And let me tell you this. Yes, your voice is beautiful. Queen Solara sings beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. She sings beautiful. I still don't know about me, but but she did a good job. Yeah, no, it was a really fun process, figuring out how to record that, and also even just the output of energy, not only because of the stakes of the special. There's so many stakes, so there's so much important high stakes stuff going on, so the output of energy is really good. I wish I had a camera, actually, because you could just see me, like, actually, like, moving my body and trying to so that's always very fun and funny when you kind of realize, like, what am I doing? What's going here? What? Everyone's
That's
in my head.
I think that's funny but interesting because I seen a lot on YouTube. There's a lot of behind the scenes talent are recording, giving the voice, and they're moving around kind of like the character. um,
Yeah.
what can the audience can expect from this new season?
I Obviously I may be biased, but I think this special and this new season, obviously I haven't seen the whole season, but I've seen this special. I think I think it's incredibly powerful. I think it's so fun and it really hits you in the heart, you know. I think it does a really good job at making it incredibly fun. You really don't know how they're going to get out of this kind of vibe, but the certainty and the triumph that they get at the end is worth the ride. So I think it's a really special one.
It is. I wanna watch more, so I can wait. Um, I
Me too.
yeah, I got my attention. Honestly, is the type of show that I wish I could watch when I was a kid, but age doesn't matter. So even as a grown up, we can continue watching cartoons. It brings you back to your childhood.
Yes, and it heals that, at least for me, like the stuff that I didn't get to watch, now I get to watch it with my niece. My niece is 5 years old. Her name's Max, and she watches Santiago over the season. I cannot wait for her to see this episode, because you do see that moment where they see themselves in it. And I think a little part of my little kid in me gets that feeling where you're like, oh, we got it. Like it's a little late, but like that part of you doesn't know time. So
Yeah.
it's good. It's good through and through for everybody that gets a chance to see it.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Fernanda. Congratulations. And I hope we can hear you or see you in more cartoons.
I hope so too. Thank you so much, Jackie. It was such a pleasure.
Thank you so
Bye.
much, Jackie.
Thank you.